Greetings, Professor Hutton. Today we're going to talk about what it means to be a champion in risk reduction. I think anybody can be a champion in risk reduction, from the lowest ranking firefighter to the fire chief to an apartment owner or to even a little business owner or house resident. To be a champion of risk reduction to me means that you're all bought in on reducing risk at your level. So whether you're the fire inspector or you're just a home resident, like I said, ultimately embodying the least amount of risk to me makes you a champion of risk reduction. In order to implement successfully risk reduction in an organization, whether it be a fire department, a business, or a family even, I do think it takes a tremendous amount of buy-in from everybody, no matter where you are. You have multiple different personalities, even in your small 2, 3, or 4 person family. Some people might have different views on what they value to them, whereas not everyone aligns the same with reducing risk. It's not as important to other people as it might be to someone who, for example, lost something because they didn't do what they could have to reduce risk. So starting with the fire department or the organization that could be tasked with reducing risks, I think from the top down, your leadership needs to be fully involved in promoting the effects and the helpful benefits that reducing risk to the community can have. Whether it's a simple fire inspection, fire investigation, code enforcement, routine call, or just public outreach, everyone in the fire service conducts some form of risk reduction. They just don't know how to fully embody it sometimes. So when we were talking about reducing the risk and getting equity from the organization and the community, I really do believe that equity can come from fact-based knowledge. And being a champion of your risk reduction, like I said earlier, is really just knowing as much as you can to your level of impact as possible. So if I am the fire inspector, I feel that it would be my duty to know about risk reduction for the community that I'm serving as best as possible, to influence people to encourage better safety habits in their home, their business, and their recreational centers. Some other discussions that we talked about also include how public officials can influence or affect your role in the risk reduction process. Again, I think being a champion of that would be to overcome adversity, to be resilient. Sometimes the fire administrator or your local town officials might not necessarily give you all the tools you need to properly implement your plan, but with doing more with less, you can, for example, take as many steps as possible with the tools you have and then present to your legislation officials or communities that you serve a new plan saying, hello, we already did as much as we could. The only thing, and the measures that we have already taken have significantly reduced risks in, let's say, for example, the EMS career or the EMS call response and the wildland fire response. With your extra funding, we would propose to reduce more risks in motor vehicle accidents and alcohol-related incidents. So all of this, like I said, just really embodies the role of a champion, whether it is in your fire service, your house, or your community. Like I said, the 3 things that I believe that make a champion of risk reduction the best would be resiliency, adversity, and just knowledge. I think if you're resilient enough to bounce back, because everybody knows that during risk reduction you will have some hurdles to overcome, that will greatly show to the people that you are persuading that you are committed to this and that you are knowledgeable enough to make the right decisions for the community. Trust is very important with the community, and without that, I don't think you're going to get anywhere. So, thank you for listening to my video. Hope you enjoyed it.